Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to speak today. No pressure. I'm not a great public speaker. My brother is in the crowd, which makes it even worse. So thank you for coming. I promise to keep it short and sweet. I won't waste too much of your time or ramble too much. In the next 5 minutes, I hope to share a vision of what this week will look like ahead and what you should expect to get out of it. I also hope to establish a baseline of why Abu Dhabi and why the UAE. Welcome to Abu Dhabi Finance Week. This is the third edition. And within a very short period of time, I must say that to achieve 20,000 guests in a 3-year period, that is phenomenal. But for the UAE, that's considered a very long time. 3 years in a span of 50 years is nothing. With 20,000 people present from 100 countries, this is recognized as the best event or highest attended event in the history of a finance event in the Middle East. Previous discussions in these events in the Abu Dhabi arenas have shaped the future of Abu Dhabi and shaped part of the world. Over the next 4 days, you will have a chance to hear 630 speakers. You will have the opportunity to participate in 65 sessions. Remember, each of these sessions will make a difference, and so please contribute. This week will impact individuals, companies, sectors, and ultimately the global economy. Ideas of collaboration born right here in Abu Dhabi will shape the world. Welcome to the capital of capital. Abu Dhabi has always welcomed people from all over the world. More importantly, it has been the birthplace of some of the largest sovereign funds in the world and some of the most active sovereign funds. Also some of the most active financial institutions and financial investors. For decades, Abu Dhabi has been a net exporter. But in the last decade, we've witnessed a shift in the tide. In the last decade, we've seen a 300% increase in FDI to Abu Dhabi. We've seen hundreds of thousands of new economic licenses issued over the last decade. We've seen ADX become one of the largest and most active markets in the region. We've seen Abu Dhabi emerge as a global asset manager with over 100 asset managers based out of it. Today, Abu Dhabi can proudly say, within its city, it manages $2.5 trillion out of the city, which means there is a substantial amount of talent within the city. Also, as you heard this morning, ADGM stands as one of the largest financial real estate markets in the world. But the world around us is in flux. The world is on a cusp of change in capital flows. Capital comes from new destinations, going into new directions and new investments. More is mobilized for different reasons than what we used to see, than what we traditionally know for. Economic surplus traditionally invested in abroad has now moved to local markets by onshoring. Global central banks' reserves are diminishing or growing at slower rates. We have seen sharp increases in capital flowing to new growth markets which were not precedently seen before. We've seen a 71% increase in sovereign funds globally, and we expect that number to continue to grow. 2024 was no less of a challenge and significant impact to our world. A lot has happened, and it's time for us to adapt and embrace this change. Abu Dhabi is primed and ready to navigate this turbulence. Today, capital goes where it is treated well and stays where it is welcome. That is Abu Dhabi. Capital wants to be in a place where there's consistency and predictability. That is Abu Dhabi. Capital wants to be in a place where dreams are big and delivered. That is Abu Dhabi. Capital wants to access great infrastructure, talent, and enriched lifestyle, which is Abu Dhabi. Capital wants to be near capital. That's Abu Dhabi. So welcome to the capital of Abu Dhabi. Welcome to the capital of capital. Thank you very much.